Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I measure, cook and prepare my keto meal plan. I'll use the same ingredients and measurements from my previous video where I did the macro count. My aim will be to have 24 meals for 6 days as I eat twice a day. I hope you find it helpful. I will start with the chicken as it takes the longest to cook. In this case I've picked up a large one, so it took about 2 hours to roast. I will only add salt, thyme and some water on the bottom of the tray to keep the chicken moist. I will cover first with parchment paper and then some foil to keep it moist. When preparing the avocado, you can use a spoon if you find them hard to peel. Keep the stones as you can use them to prevent them from going brown. You need to measure the avocado after you've removed the stones and the skin. Then, if they turn out less than you intended, you just increase the total oil as avocados are mostly fat. Now, after I've measured the avocado, I know exactly how much olive oil I will need for the rest of the meal plan. I'm measuring it in grams, as it's easier when you have the scales ready. Just remember, 100 grams of oil will give you 100 grams of fat, and 100 milliliters will give you 91 grams of fat. Next, I will make the garlic and ginger paste. For the ginger, I like to keep some of the skin as it has great properties. I just cut off the ends with a knife rather than peeling. For the garlic, a useful tip is to microwave the bulbs so the garlic just pops out. Not too long as it gets very hot very quickly. I did for about 50 seconds for 4 bulbs. I will add some of the measured oil and water to make it easier to blend. Now I'm going to blend the garlic and ginger paste using the same oil I measured earlier. I will add golden linseeds, cumin, parsley, lemon juice, walnuts, garlic and ginger paste, some olive oil, and make something like a guacamole. I will place the stones on the bottom of the boxes and cover them with avocado mix. That should slow down the process of them going brown. This is how I measure the eggs I use. I add 20 grams for every 100 grams of eggs to account for the shells. So if I need 1 kilogram of eggs, as it's in this case, I will add an extra 200 grams or 20%. When you are hard boiling your eggs, make sure the water is boiling before you put them in, and then start your timer. I know it doesn't look like my water is boiling, but it is. To get most out of your eggs, don't overcook them. Around 8-9 minutes in boiling water, then straight in cold water to prevent them from cooking further. A little trick: if you're having problems peeling the eggs, use the water used to cool them down. Peel the eggs into the water and then just strain the water to collect the shells. Next, I will measure and prepare the onions for my tomato sauce. You need to be precise with the carbs you use. It's a good habit to measure everything until you develop an eye for it. Now I will measure the coconut oil I need for the onions, about 100 grams. If your scales are big enough, you can put your pan straight on it and measure directly into the pan. Now for the tomato sauce, I use a lot of spices: cumin, turmeric, cayenne pepper, cloves. I'll add the rest of the garlic and ginger paste from earlier. Spices help with inflammation and are great antioxidants, so try to always use them as part of your diet. After I cook down the onions, garlic and ginger with the spices for about 10 minutes, I will add the chopped tomatoes. Now, to make the meatballs, I will keep them pretty simple. Just seasoning, spices, some of the garlic and ginger paste I made earlier, and a couple of eggs. Remember to take the eggs out of the pre-measured eggs before hard boiling them. I will make 24 balls. Alternatively, you can just put the mince into the tomato sauce and cook it in there. But if you want some more texture to your meals, simple meatballs will do the trick. Now, when the chicken is ready, if you want to cool it down faster, cover it with ice and cold water for about 10 minutes. Also, if you want to make bone broth, which I will definitely recommend, keep the juices from the chicken left in a tray and put them in a deeper pan. After the chicken has cooled down, I will start picking it. Now, of course, you can just get chicken breast. That saves you the hassle of picking chicken. But I also like to have bone broth, and it's a bit more moist and tasty when it's cooked whole. So, set your measuring bowl and measure the picked chicken, and set the bones and skin into the pan with the juices of the chicken to make the bone broth. With the sweet potato, I like to roast them with the skin on. As I said earlier, try to eat most of the skin from your fruits and vegetables, especially while in keto, to keep your gut microbiome happy. That's what they like to eat. I will simmer the tomato sauce for about 30 minutes and then I will add the meatballs into the sauce to keep them moist. I will add the fresh basil into the sauce with the meatballs just before I portion it out so it doesn't overcook. I have made 24 meatballs for 12 meals, so it's easy to portion it out. Now to make the bone broth, you just need to simmer the bones with some water for about 30 minutes, with a bunch of spices you like. I also used the garlic bottoms from my garlic paste. I added a little bit of corn flour mixed with water to thicken it up, and that's it. Then you just strain it. You can add it to the tomato sauce or back into the pig chicken as I have done in this case. Mushrooms, I like them slightly roasted. Please don't overcook your vegetables or you'll lose a lot of their vitamins and minerals. Same goes for the broccoli, slightly roasted and seasoned for around 6-7 minutes. The whole meal prep took me around 3 hours to prepare 24 meals or around 15,000 calories for the next 6 days. It just makes it easier to stick to your diet when everything is ready in your fridge. Make it taste good, otherwise you're more likely to cheat. If you're just starting with keto and you're used to eating high carb, high sugar diet, I would recommend starting with around 10% carbs for your first week and then decreasing it to 5%. I do hope you find it helpful and thanks for watching.